Good evening and welcome to the Strawberry Patch. I'm Carol Long and I brought Teresa Key back so we could finish up some of the schedule that we started last week, and we have a couple of changes. But first, I always want to thank the sponsors who bring the Strawberry Patch to us. And today it's Tennerton Auto, located in Tennerton, right across the middle school on the Thomansville Road. Joe Jeffries and his crew will do anything you need for your car. They'll inspect it, they'll tow it, they'll fix it, they'll inspect it. So if you have a question about your vehicle and you need some good advice, give Joe Jeffries a call at 472-2174. And Teresa, we had a meeting last night and there was a change. We've in our brochure, if you hold the brochure up, if you pick one of the brochures up, you will see that there's a golf tournament scheduled for May the 3rd. We do have the Queen's Ball on May the 2nd, which is our first thing coming up.
First event.
Yeah, and it's going to be at the Moose. There's going to be tickets sold at various places, and we'll talk more about that next week. But if you have questions about the Queen's Ball, always know you can call our festival office at 304-472-2191 and have your question in mind and who you need to talk to, and someone will call you back. So we hope you do think about the Queen's Ball. It's not going to be expensive. It is, I believe, $10 a person and $15 per couple.
I think.
And I'm not sure this, I think the happy hour or whatever is at 8 o'clock.
And the band is Stone Street.
Yes. And so we hope you come down and have a good time. You'll also get a chance to meet some of our royalty.
Yes.
So
looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we're hoping that everybody will take in the Queen's Ball. And now the golf tournament will not be the next day. It was changed last night at our meeting, and it'll now be held at the Country Club the day at the end of the festival, which will be May the 17th. The sign up is at 12 o'clock at the Country Club, and it'll start at 1 o'clock. It's a two-man scramble, 18 holes. So get your teams together. I don't have a phone number yet, but Butch Heyer is the person that's putting that together. And folks, there's going to be tickets for a golf ball drop.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh, it
exciting.
is fun. In fact, folks can come up and watch that. You get a ticket, and whoever has when they drop the balls out of the helicopter, whichever ball that, and it's numbered up to, I think he said 999 he has.
Oh.
And so when one of those balls, say it's 78, I don't know what number it will be, but if 78 is the closest to a hole, then that's the winner. I'm not sure what the prize will be, but it's monetary.
Yes.
So you'll want to get your tickets for that. And you can talk to someone from the Strawberry Festival, or also you can talk to someone from the Country Club. We're excited to have this, and I think it'll be a nice event. They're hoping to do it every year.
Oh, that's really nice.
So it is.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit, because I go to the senior center and sometimes help with Meals on Wheels, and I talked to the director down there. He said they're just about ready to have the Lord and Lady picked.
Yes, I think that is so exciting, Carol. It's just a way for the seniors in our county to shine. Gives them an opportunity to feel like they're really part of the festival.
And I like it if they can ride in the horse and carriage parade, because
Yes.
the Lord and Lady need to be in a carriage,
They need
don't
to
you
be
think?
regal.
Yes,
They're
they
regal.
do. And so that's not the only thing the senior center is going to be doing. What else?
No, you know, they do the checkers and dominoes on Wednesday, and then and the berry capping preliminaries. And on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we will be crowning the Lord and Lady, and the royalty, the Queen, the Mrs., the Teen, and the King will all take part in the crowning of the Lord and Lady. And immediately after that, we will have our berry cap off.
And that's so much fun to watch.
Yes, it is, but we're going to have to do things a little bit differently this year. It seems that putting 3 people at one table is not a good idea. So we're going to have to spread them out a little bit this year.
And men and women.
Men and women.
We'll see who, I think last year the winner was a woman, wasn't
Yes,
it?
the men haven't been participating as of late.
They're playing checkers.
Maybe.
Dominoes, maybe. But anyway, those are just a couple things. And also at the Senior Center during the festival will be the photo exhibit.
The photo show.
And so they really have some beautiful things. And I think there's ribbons that are placed on the
Yes.
winners.
Yes.
I believe all the royalty and the president and
Yes.
king, they all pick someone for their choice. And then they also do it through the photography club.
Yes, and there's a best of show and people's choice. And it's just, it's really nice for people to showcase their talent.
Oh, and there's some beautiful photographs that are in that.
Absolutely.
So you'll want to go down to the senior center, and I think that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure. Do you have your brochure there?
It starts on Wednesday morning at 9.
Okay, and that's on the back side of the senior center.
Yes.
So you'll want to take that in, and while you're in there, we've got some wonderful senior center people who do artistry work and have some gorgeous paintings, and some of them are on the wall and for sale.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
we hope maybe that you'll pick out something that you like and take it home with you and help one of the seniors.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is all going in, some of it starts on Wednesday, it finishes on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So then on Thursday we have the little folks, and we have a diaper derby.
And we have best legs.
Now that's on Friday.
That's on Friday.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm
the
sorry.
strawberry blonde. For the little folks, it's the diaper derby at 10.
And the strawberry blonde at 10:30.
And that's at the Courthouse Plaza. So bring your little ones over there, and that's always a cute thing to watch.
Yeah, it is.
So that'll be another competition for the little ones. We have one for the seniors, one for the little ones, and then we're going to have, you said, the best legs, strawberry pie eating contest.
That's on Friday evening after the Fireman's Parade, before
And
Strawberry
don't
Idol.
they do an adult strawberry blonde? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think that
Okay.
they've done that. I think
But
that,
they do the pie eating, and I found out last night the pies are already ordered.
well, that's good.
Strawberry pies, so we'll have that. And it's always fun to watch those guys stand, and I don't know if they stand in the open. I don't normally get to watch it, but I have before, and they're pretty brave to get up there
And show them legs.
yeah. Most of them wear shorts or Bermudas.
Well,
or,
if they have on pants, they pull them up
Yeah.
as high as they can go, and they prance around, and it's pretty fun to watch.
and we have two really neat runs. We have a new one this year,
Yes.
which is on Friday evening at, isn't that at
6.
6 o'clock? And that's done by the Fitness Center in Tennerton.
Yes, it's the 5K, and I'm really excited about that because running. There's a lot of people that run, and I think that's another event that can bring more people to town, and I think it's a good thing.
I like the one on Saturday too because the little ones can run in
Yeah,
that. It's
that's-
only a mile.
Yeah.
And the sign up for that, I believe, is it 11 or is it 12? At the Academy.
On Saturday, I think that's at 11.
11, and then at 12 o'clock they run.
It starts at 10. From 10 to 11:30
okay.
is the registration for Strawberry Mile.
And I know in the past we have taken registrations here in festival headquarters. So, a lot of folks will come in and they'll get applications for the different runs.
And for Strawberry Idol, I mean,
Yeah, that's another important thing. Strawberry Idol is 3 days.
gospel night on Thursday, variety on Friday night, and then the winners compete for the grand prizes on Saturday. So
And we have a teen division as well as an adult
Yes.
division. So those are some of the competitions. I don't think there's going to be, and that's listed in the brochure, a jazz and concert competition, but I think they're going to have a band clinic. The judges will do that. They did it last year, and the bands just loved it.
Well, good.
With a lot of the critiquing of their playing. So that's held over at
the Performing Arts Center.
They call it the Performing Arts or Virginia Law, whatever.
Over
It's on
on-
College Avenue.
Yeah.
So that'll be going on Friday morning. And also another musical event, that's the orchestra competition on Friday morning. It begins at 9. And there's school orchestras from all over the state. I don't know if they have them from out of state, but they're there all day competing. And these are open to the public. So if you like music and you want to listen to some good band music and concert music, go over and sit down and watch them.
That would be
and
nice.
listen.
Another thing that's going on Saturday is the strawberry recipe and judging contest.
Oh, yes, that's going to be really interesting.
And that's going to be at the West Virginia Extension Office this year.
And that's on West Main, right?
West Main. And I'm looking forward to that.
Are you going to put something in?
I might. You just never know what I might
Anybody,
do.
if you're out there and you like to cook and you have a special strawberry recipe that you like to fix, as long as it doesn't include raw eggs,
Right.
you can bring it. And I think they're taking them around 12 o'clock, 11 to 12.
It starts at 12, the registering, and then the judging is at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I do make a pretty good strawberry rhubarb go anywhere square. That's pretty good.
You know, a lot of people mix rhubarb with strawberries, and it's really good. Strawberry rhubarb pie is good.
Yeah, I like rhubarb pie.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of different strawberry things, and they have a competition not just for adults.
It's for kids.
And it can be men, women, boys, or girls. So there's a youth division as well for the strawberry recipe, and I've been down there before, and to taste them all, it's just wonderful.
Well, I'm looking forward to that because I'll get to do that with the court this year. That's one of the
and
things
then we have
do.
either 3 or 4 judges that are going to be working with the recipe contest. They will put together a scrumptious dessert, which will be auctioned off after the strawberry auction on Friday.
Right.
So on Friday we have the recipe, then they come up and they auction off the strawberries. We want folks to come in because all of our strawberry growers will be bringing strawberries. And I think several days, festival week, we have the agricultural department that are going to bring strawberries that are grown in West Virginia at the courthouse, and they'll be for sale.
Oh, I didn't realize.
They did that last year, and that's
great.
one thing that Walt Helmick, he's the new
Commissioner.
and he and Buddy Davidson from Buckhannon works with him, and they're hoping to get more folks involved. And I think they just gave a stipend to the high school for the agriculture classes up there to do strawberries.
Oh, that's great.
So they're trying to get more 4-H, FFA folks involved. Yeah, and I think our king is who?
Cole Payne.
Payne. And he's what is he in high school? I think
He's a senior.
Yeah.
The day of the pageant, he was actually over at the football field playing lacrosse before he came over to be announced. We had to just keep pushing him back, waiting until he could get back to the high school so we could announce him.
Handsome lad.
Very handsome young man.
And he grows strawberries.
Yes.
You have to grow strawberries to run for king.
That's right.
So he has strawberries, and he's one of the growers who has this new procedure, which is, I think it's tunneling.
High
isn't it?
tunnels.
High tunnels. And that gives you the opportunity of having riper strawberries, even if it's not real warm.
Right.
So that's a good way to do it, and that's what they're teaching most of the folks. We never know what the weather's going to be.
We can't control that.
No, we can't control the weather, but we can find ways to do the things we need to do, regardless of the weather.
That's right. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do.
Right. So what else is going on Friday and Saturday that we haven't talked about?
Well, we haven't talked about the engine and tractor show that will be before the parade, and I like the hit and miss engines that they have down in the lot across from the Bicentennial.
It's right by Stockard.
Right by Stockard. I love the noise. It's old fashioned, and I like.
I just love the tractors.
Yeah,
and they'll be shown in. They're usually right at the end or the beginning of the antique car parade. I'm not sure.
They're usually at the beginning. They do the tractors, and then they do the antique cars before the grand feature parade.
So
starts.
on Saturday it starts with the run at 12.
Yes.
Antique cars at 12:30, and the grand feature parade at 1.
Yes.
And again, that's going to be filmed by WDTV with streaming, and you can see it any place in the world if you're on a computer.
That's right. I think that's really neat. And something else is happening on Saturday at 4 o'clock that I've never seen, I've never witnessed, is the Irish Road Bowling.
I haven't either, but my son-in-law entered it last year for the first time and won.
Oh, wow.
So he's into road bowling now, and he's excited about this one.
Awesome.
Usually Bob Wines and Burton Hunter, and I forget, there's another gentleman that works with the road bowling, and it's out where?
Turkey Run.
Turkey Run Road. Okay. And if you like to, it's like a heavy ball, and you roll it, and whoever gets the least amount of rolls in the distance they have to go is the winner. Is that correct?
I don't have any idea. I've never been there, Carol.
I think it is, but it's at what time?
4 o'clock.
So we want you to go out and do some road bowling. I had someone the other day, and if you're interested in this, you might give us a call. We can't do it this year. But we've had inquiries about a fishing tournament.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we've never had one, but there's no reason we couldn't.
No.
There's a lot of fishermen. And horseshoes, another one. And then yesterday I heard someone say, boy, I think it was the gentleman that talked about the golf tournament. He said, I used to like that Sunday in the park. We used to have a Sunday in the park, and we had a lot of those things going on. That was held at the high school. So, but we're also going to be having our next 75th committee meeting for next year, which is our 75th anniversary. And if you're interested or you have some ideas you'd like to bring and share, even if you don't want to work on the committee, of course we need volunteers, but if you have ideas, bring them to the meeting. It's at 6 o'clock on April the 13th at the development office down on Main Street. And that door is right beside the door you go in Chase Bank. So I'd love to see some folks out there in the community be involved with the 75th.
That would be nice.
So on Friday and Saturday night, we have some special things going on all over town. We, of course, have the carnival coming in. It's here all week. And we need to give a plug to the food court.
Yes. A lot of those vendors. I cannot wait for a fried pickles. I can't wait for
we talked about fried
pickles and a funnel cake and
those wonderful cinnamon rolls.
Oh.
That lady does a beautiful job, and she's out of them before you know it.
Yeah, you have to wait, and there's no fun waiting when you really want one. But they're really good.
And they're about yay big. They're pretty good
huge.
Size and very, very good.
On Thursday evening, we were talking about some of the exciting musical things that are going on in town. The Joseph Sisters are going to be performing on Thursday evening from 8 to 11. And I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. They are phenomenal. We saw them in Charleston at fairs and festivals this year, and they're just upbeat, harmony, just...
What kind of music do they do?
They did a little bit of everything. They did a little bit of gospel. They did a little bit of country. There was a little bit of pop music. People were up dancing.
That's neat. We're going to have a lot of entertainment that's free for the folks down on the food court. On the Horse and Carriage Day, which is May the 9th, we're going to have entertainment on Main Street. We'll have CEO clubs there. We will have things at the courthouse. And we're excited on Saturday morning before the parade from 9 to 12:30. There's going to be continuous entertainment.
Oh, nice.
Some of it will be gospel. Some of it will be maybe classic. We don't know yet, but we've got several groups that are going to come and participate, and I think folks will like that. Bring your chairs down, find a place to sit and watch the parade and listen to the music.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
And go to one of the CEO clubs and have a hot dog or
they had the best things last year to eat.
Goods.
They had a good taco salad, one of them.
Oh, nice.
So there's all kinds of things. And you can look in the brochure, and you might turn to that page, Teresa, and give an idea of some of the things you can find other than the food court. And our restaurants, of course, have things. But these are some of the fundraisers that churches and other groups participate with to help their organization.
Right. Strawberry shortcake, homemade ice cream and sugar cookies at Chapel Hill.
And they're making 1,500 dozen cookies.
1,500 dozen. You do the math. That's a lot of cookies.
It sure is.
I always buy 4 dozen. So
get there early.
I always go in on Wednesday and buy mine. I'm special. And I always give the popcorn guy, the kettle corn guy, a bag and of cookies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
he'll be here again.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Everybody likes his popcorn.
And then strawberry pancakes and sausage at First United Methodist Church. That's Friday and Saturday from 7 to 12. Strawberry shortcake and drinks at the American Legion on Friday and Saturday from 9 to 9. And the 4-H has, on the Episcopal Church lawn, they have the best steak sandwiches on the planet. They are wonderful.
And do they do strawberry shortcake?
And they do strawberry shortcake. And that's on Friday and Saturday starting at 10 a.m. The Presbyterian luncheon is at the Presbyterian Church Thursday through Saturday from 10 to 2.
And they also have an arts and crafts there.
Yes,
which is really
in the basement. That's really
nice. And that
nice.
brings us to arts and crafts. Friday and Saturday, the festival sponsors an arts and crafts show at Wesleyan.
Yes.
And maybe you can tell a little bit about the quilt show and what the CEO ladies do and the Quilters at Heart.
Okay, everybody brings their quilts into the upstairs of the gym on one of the sides upstairs, and the quilts are judged by a NQA judge, which is the National Quilters Association judge, and royalty gives ribbons to for their choice, and the president.
Beautiful.
They are beautiful. I don't know that I'm going to have one this year. I just don't think
You
I
make
have
yours and give them away.
I know. But it's a really nice show, and I would encourage everybody to go look at the beautiful handwork. There are some really talented people
And
in our community.
we've got wonderful painters, wonderful photographers, wonderful arts and craftsy people.
Yes.
Food. I mean, we've just got all kinds of things. Very, very talented group of people here in Upshur County.
I agree.
And it's always nice to give them an opportunity to shine.
Yes, and the quilts. We may get quilts from Glenville. We may get
out of town too.
Out of town, but it's just nice to see the work that goes into making a quilt. And I know from experience,
Right.
from the beginning to the end. So it's pretty neat.
And it's a story.
It is a story.
And all different kinds of designs, and most of them look as pretty on the back as they do on the front. And we didn't talk about this last week. We talked about, you and I did, about gloves and why you have to wear gloves when you go in there and look at the quilts.
Well, your body gives off oils, and many people going in and touching the quilt, that oil gets onto the quilt and it breaks down fibers after a long period of time.
Nobody realizes that. So it's not that they're being picky, they're just having a safeguard for the folks who bring their quilts in. So
Right.
if you go in and you want to do some touching, and with your gloves on, you can.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I usually do that when I'm doing it with TV3. We like to look at the backs and
Yes.
see how nice they're done. But you wear gloves to
You
do
wear
that.
gloves, yes.
And then downstairs is the arts and crafts, and that's on Friday and Saturday. Tammy Rigger's getting a lot of folks in for that, and they're from all over the country. All kinds of arts and crafts, and I think they have to have at least some kind of a strawberry item
Yes.
for sale. So that's going on. We haven't talked about Sunday yet. One thing I want to give a plug to is our gospel sing, which is at West Virginia Wesleyan at Wesley Chapel, and that will be at 2 o'clock on Sunday the 17th. We have Soldiers of the Cross, and the Tackets are coming back.
Oh, good.
So I think folks will enjoy that. And we want to make sure that people know about let's go back to Sunday again. We're going to have that golf tournament. It's at 1 o'clock. We have the road bowling. We also have,
The Canoe Race.
yes, lots of folks like to watch that. They'll go to the different bridges and watch as the canoes go upstream and back down. We also have a gun show. A gun shoot.
It's the Brass Masters, and they're doing that a little bit differently this
I think
year.
they have a different name.
It's going to be the West Virginia Strawberry Festival Mountaineer Regional Championship.
In 2 days.
2 days. It's the Strawberry Shoot, and that's going to be at the Peel Tree Range.
Okay.
And I have no idea where that's at.
I don't either. But, call somebody. You could call I don't know if you could call the comm center and ask them. The police department could tell you. And maybe someone on the festival calling committee would know. If you call it's 304-472-9036 and ask, if you're interested in entering any of these. And you can also go on our web page. It's www.wvstrawberryfestival.com. Those sites give you applications for the different things, and we are now taking applications for all the parades. We also need vehicles.
Yes. If you own a convertible or a nice Jeep, please get in contact.
And you get to drive.
You get to drive your car, your vehicle through the festival, and you might get a pretty queen.
You never know.
You might get a
VIP,
dignitary.
yeah, VIP.
They need people to drive them through the parade, and this is your chance to make your vehicle shine.
Now remember that tickets are now on sale for the Queen's Ball, May the 2nd. and we want to make sure that folks know there has been made a change on the 2 horse events. Horse and Carriage is the 9th, and it's at 4 o'clock. The 10th, we're having the miniature show with the horses, miniature horses. That's going to be at 10 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock is the horse pull. It has been moved, so it is now on the 10th.
It's all on one day.
And opening ceremonies will be on Saturday the 9th at the courthouse at 12 noon. But the coronation is being moved back to Wednesday, and that's at 7 o'clock at Wesley Chapel. So we've just been all over the place. But, go to several our town businesses have these brochures. They're free. Pick one up. And as far as I know, everything is correct in that brochure except the change we just made on the golf tournament.
And that's pretty amazing, Carol. You did an awesome job on that.
It takes a lot of folks to do it. You've got to make sure that folks get as much information in there as possible. And I think you can pick that brochure up and find a lot of things. The history of the festivals in there. It has a map, how far we are from Washington, how far we are from Pittsburgh. We're a centrally located area that you can travel within 4 or 5 hours to all these major places around here, and that's good. And
one thing that's really neat about our festival that I'm sure that people don't realize how long it takes to put on this festival, and it's all run by volunteers. And to me, that's pretty amazing. And my husband and I were out looking for a retirement home this past weekend, and
out of town.
Oh,
Teresa.
Yes, but they were telling us about the festival that they have there, and they were saying, that they drew over 200,000 people, and they did hot air balloon rides and stuff. And I got to thinking about our little festival. We do an amazing job, with what we have to work with.
And we couldn't do it without the help of the lottery and some of the other major corporations and businesses that help us sponsor these various events to keep the cost down for our families.
Right. And, I think, and I have thought this for a long time, but if everybody that came to the festival, if everybody that came gave $1,
wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be amazing. It would be a burden lifted off of a lot of shoulders, because we have to scramble to make ends meet. And
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
And it seems like we are always asking our local businesses every day. They get a request for something.
Yes.
And I have said this many other times too. If you have a local business downtown or even in the surrounding area, find something with strawberries on it and put it in your window or put a note on your door, strawberry items in here, because when folks come into the Strawberry Festival, they want to visit and take home something with a strawberry. It can be jewelry, it can be a plaque, it can be maybe an apron, it can be anything simple as long as it has strawberries on it.
That's right. And we were talking about the strawberries. I want to give a shout out to Northwest Hardwoods. They donated to the festival 2 bundles of oak lumber.
Isn't that also for our plaques?
For our plaques. And they don't have to do that. And we really appreciate their sponsorship because that helps us in turn save money.
That's true. We accept in-kind sponsors as well as those with a monetary value, because there's a lot of things that maybe you don't have a lot of business money to pass out, but you have goods that we can use.
Right.
And you can get a little shout out for it. So we encourage you to be involved with the West Virginia Strawberry Festival. We certainly encourage you to come and enjoy the festivities going on from May the 9th through the 17th. Our theme this year is Strawberry Dreams. It's the 73rd West Virginia Strawberry Festival. I said 73rd. It's 74th. I'm sorry, because next year's 75.
I was like, Carol, you lost a year there on me.
Well, I'm surprised I don't lose a lot of things. But anyway, Strawberry Dreams for the 74th West Virginia Strawberry Festival. And today's Strawberry Patch is brought to you by Tennerton Auto in Tennerton. And that's Joe Jeffries and his crew, 472-2174 if you have a need for your car. And thank you, Teresa. We've had 2 weeks, and we could probably talk about some more.
We probably could.
Well, you might come back another time. We'll see.
That's right.
But thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Carol.
And thank you for joining us this evening on the Strawberry Patch. We'll see you next time. Have a nice evening.